So we stood here. We stood here last night and we talked about maybe a lack of effort, lack of pace. Obviously, those were addressed today. How do you feel the team played?
It's a constant addressing. It wasn't just addressed today. I thought we played well. There was a good effort there, good grit. Guelph is a very good hockey team. They're deep all through their lineup. They got good goaltending. So, I'm very happy that we got the result we did.
Talking about officiating in the past here at Thompson Arena and how the special teams always have to be on guard. Your thoughts on the power play tonight? Pick up 2 goals, and your thoughts on the penalty kill? Yeah, you give up one, but there was a plethora to kill off.
What's a plethora?
A lot.
I know what a plethora is. That's just a nice word. Cornucopia is a good word too. There was a lot of penalties, as always, and I'm always pleased the power play capitalized. We talked about last night getting pucks from the point to the net, and we addressed that through some verbal conversations today. So I think Anthea got a couple quick wristers in from the blue line, just released it, got it on net with traffic. Sometimes simple's better. Our penalty kill was okay. Even the last goal, they had the goalie pulled, so you could argue that was a power play. But it's just a matter of discipline and minimizing the opportunities for power plays, and when you get out there, doing a good job. But I think the first one they scored with 3 seconds left on the power play too, so I mean that's always tough.
Talking about that empty net goal at the end, Rachel Flanagan, the head coach, actually pulled Valerie Lamenta with about $1:45 left. I think the goal went in at 26 seconds remaining in the game. What was your thoughts on that play? Did you feel like the team could have done a better job of getting the puck out, or was it just Guelph playing simply better at the end of that period?
I don't know if they were playing better, but when you have the goalie out, you've always got an advantage. We tried to play it like a penalty kill with our extra player hanging around the net, which is kind of what you did. I think what happened is they slid it from the middle of the rink to the wide and then put it back in the middle, and our player, who normally would cover that defenseman, didn't aggressively go out and take the shooting lane away. They kind of stayed back and tried to block the shot, which gives more shooting space, and that's what kind of happened. So we could play that better. But it's kind of like, you don't have a lot of time to practice 3-on-3s. You don't have a lot of time to practice empty nets. You can kind of provide some guidance and structures and just hope their instincts help them out.
And your thoughts on doing 4-on-4 hockey, 3-on-3 hockey, and then a shootout tonight?
Well, when you win, it's kind of fun. Certainly, it's our first overtime game this year, so it's again, it's not something we spend a lot of time practicing, but you can kind of give them some basic concepts. And when we have a player like Goose who can play as long as she plays and be a forward or a defenseman, depending on when we have the puck or not, it's, I think, to our advantage. So I thought it was a lot of fun.
And final question for you, Coach. You guys coming off of a tough 2-0 loss to Queens last night. Just how big of a victory is this over the #1 team in the nation and in the OUA and the Guelph Griffins?
It's a big win for us, I think, emotionally, to go into the break. I think if we'd lost tonight, it would have been a little tougher for a couple days, but certainly gives us something to build on. We've now played Queens twice, we've played Guelph twice, so those are the 2 top teams in our league, I think, and at least in the standings right now. So I think we have a good idea of where we stand against them and what we have to work on, and I think winning the last game going into Christmas is always a good thing. Although last year we lost our last game going into Christmas, but we hadn't lost all year, so I almost would argue that was a good thing too, because they could get a little bit more less confidence going in and have a little bit harder work ethic in the second half. So I think it's a great result tonight. Very happy with it.
And with the defender, number 71 of your Western Mustangs, prevailed 3-2 in a shootout. You got 2 goals officially right now. We'll see what the officials say after midnight tonight, but take me through both of those opportunities.
The first one was just a quick pass out to the blue line, and then I just kind of shot without even looking, and post off the goalie and in, so that was great.
And then the second one in the third period almost looked like a deja vu style play.
The second one might have gone in off someone's stomach. It was a little high, but went through the 5-hole, so that's always good.
Is that something you practice at all? Like, I mean, you go back to the national championship game, you started it all off with a seeing eye shot from the blue line.
Yeah, we're working on shooting from the point and the 2 sides, so.
Safe to say that this was a goaltender battle between Kelly Campbell and Valerie Lamenta. In fact, Lamenta, this is your first taste of action against her, considering it was Naring that got the 3-0 shutout against you last time in Guelph. Your thoughts on the opposing goaltender first, and your thoughts obviously on Kelly Campbell's performance?
Pretty good. Is she a rookie or?
Sophomore, technically.
Sophomore. Okay. Well,
you'll see her more often.
See her in the net now, so it's cool for her. And obviously Kelly was unreal, so.
It seems like it's a common theme that the special teams have to be on guard when they're playing at Thompson Arena. Your 2 goals on the power play tonight, you give up a power play goal and you give up a 6-on-5 goal in the dying seconds. How much pressure is put on special teams heading into the home matches now?
so much pressure, especially at home, because we probably get like 20 more minutes of penalty killing or power play here. So, but obviously we work on that a lot. So yeah.
Final question for you, Anthea. You coming off of a tough 2-0 loss against Queens. How big was it to beat Guelph tonight? They're the #1 team in the nation right now, not just in the OUA.
It's pretty big because if you recall, we didn't beat them till last year. So it's pretty cool, but the team worked hard for it. So.
Coming off of a tough 2-0 loss last night to the Queens Gales. In fact, out of your 4 losses on the season are all shutout losses to your opposition. First of all, what's it like to see your team score in front of you and then to pull out the victory at the end of the day?
Oh, whenever we get a goal in the net, there's going to be a multiple, hopefully. And yeah, it was incredible to see them come out strong there in the first and very fourth.
Valerie Lamenta, the opposition goaltender, came in today with a .90 goals against average. You always seem to rise to the occasion when the opposition is doing the same. Take me through the 70-plus minutes of hockey against the opposition.
Oh, I thought our team came out and played strong. It was first and second period. They didn't have a lot of chances. Our defense covered up pretty good. And yeah, 3-on-3 was interesting. I've never done that before, but not a fan.
Not a fan?
No, not a fan.
Let's talk about the power play goals on your team, and then obviously they score a power play goal and a 6-on-5 goal against you. It just comes down to basic science where you need an extra girl and some screens in order to be good goaltending?
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. You take away the goalie's eyes, it makes it a lot tougher for him, and I thought we did it well today. Buried a few rebounds and played well.
How big is it for that locker room to beat Guelph? They're the #1 ranked team in the nation right now and in the OUA. There's a lot of history between these two teams now.
Yeah, there's tons of history between us. It's always fun coming out and playing against Guelph. They always give us a run for our money, no matter what day of the week it is. But yeah, it was. We come into every game the same way though, and that's to win. Any team we can beat, we know that. We know the OUA is pretty close, and yeah, give it our best shot.